We listen to words, we believe promises, we hold on to potential instead of paying attention to patterns, because patterns don't lie. If someone respects you sometimes but disrespects you often, then the pattern is disrespect. If someone shows up only when it's convenient, then the pattern is inconsistency. But psychologically, humans are wired to ignore this. Why? Because of something called cognitive dissonance, when reality is what we want to believe. And so instead of accepting the truth, we create excuses. Maybe they didn't mean it. Maybe they are just going through something. Maybe I'm overthinking. No, you're not overthinking. You're just finally seeing clearly. And clarity is uncomfortable because it forces you to let go of illusions. If you want more real psychological truths like this, please subscribe to Call Psychology HQ, because understanding people changes everything. But this is just the beginning. If this is helping you on the deeper level, hit the subscribe button below, because then once you see those patterns, you can't unsee them. Don't miss the next segments. Segment 2. People treat you how you allow them to. And this is where it gets deeper. People don't just treat you based on who they are. They treat you based on what you tolerate. This is one of the most uncomfortable truths in psychology, because it shifts responsibility back to you. Every time you ignore disrespect, you teach people it's acceptable. Every time you stay silent, you reinforce that behavior. Every time you stay where you're undervalued, you lower your perceived worth. And this isn't about blaming yourself. It's about awareness, because human behavior is adaptive. People test boundaries consciously or unconsciously. And once they see what you accept, they adjust accordingly. So the real question is, what are you teaching people about how to treat you? If this is opening your eyes, subscribe to Call Psychology HQ, because the more you understand behavior, the more control you gain over your life. But here is something even more powerful. Segment 3. People are driven by self-interest. Most people don't like hearing this, but almost everyone is driven by self-interest. Not necessarily in a selfish way, but in a psychological way. People make decisions based on what benefits them, what protects them, what feels good to them, even in relationships, friendships, and in kindness. And once you understand this, you stop taking things personally, because not everything people do is about you. Sometimes they are just choosing themselves. And that realization can either make you bitter or make you wiser. Because instead of expecting people to act against their nature, you start understanding their patterns, and that gives you power. If you're learning something new about human behavior, please subscribe to my channel called Psychology HQ, because awareness is the first step to control, and it gets even more interesting in the next segment. Segment 4. People respect what they earn, not what they get. Now here is a powerful psychological pattern. People value what they work for, not what comes easy. It's called the effort justification principle. When people invest time, energy, or effort into something, they assign more value to it, which means if you give too much too easily, you often get less in return. Not because you're not valuable, but because there was no effort required to earn you. This applies to relationships, work, respect, opportunities. And once you understand this, you stop overgiving, you stop chasing, you stop trying to prove your worth, because real value is recognized, not forced. If this shifted your perspective, subscribe to Call Psychology HQ because the way you see people determines how you deal with them. But there's another truth most people ignore, which brings us to segment 5. Segment 5. People follow emotions, not logic. Here is something most people underestimate. People don't make decisions based on logic. They justify decisions with logic, but they make them based on emotion. This is why people stay in situations they know are bad. People ignore obvious red flags. People act against their own best interest because emotions are powerful. They override reasoning, and if you don't understand this, you will constantly be confused by people's behavior. But once you do, you start seeing patterns clearly. You realize it's not about what makes sense, it's about what they feel. If you want to truly understand why people act the way they do, please subscribe to Core Psychology HQ because psychology explains what logic cannot. And now we're getting to the deeper layer. Segment 6. People fear loss more than they value gain. The next truth explains a lot of behavior. People fear losing something more than they value gaining something. It's called loss aversion. Psychologically, loss feels stronger than gain, which is why people stay in situations longer than they should. People avoid risk even when it could improve their life. People hold on to what's familiar even if it's not good for them because the fear of losing feels worse than the possibility of gaining. And once you understand this, you understand hesitation, you understand attachment, you understand why people struggle to let go. If this is helping you understand human behavior on a deeper level, please subscribe to Core Psychology HQ because once you see these patterns, you can't unsee them. And here is the final truth, the big truth. Segment 7. Self-awareness is your real power. The most powerful psychological advantage you can ever have is self-awareness. Not just understanding others, but understanding yourself, your triggers, your patterns, your habits, your blind spots. Because once you become aware, you gain control. You stop reacting automatically. You start responding intentionally. You break patterns instead of repeating them. And that's where real power is. Not in controlling others, but in controlling yourself. Because at the end of the day, the person you deal with the most is you. If this message changed how you see people, even slightly, please subscribe to Core Psychology HQ because the more you understand psychology, the better you understand life itself. Thank you for watching. Nobody is coming to save you, and that might be the best thing that ever happens to you. Let that sink in. No perfect moment is coming. No sudden breakthrough is waiting. No one is secretly preparing your success behind the scenes. If you've been waiting for motivation, waiting for the right time, waiting to feel ready, you've been delaying your own life. Because life doesn't reward waiting. It rewards action. Even when you're tired, even when you're unsure, even when you don't feel ready. And if you're being honest with yourself, you already know what you should be doing. You've just been avoiding it. If this is the kind of message you need right now, subscribe to Whispers of Love 1989 because sometimes the truth that pushes you forward is the one you didn't want to hear. But it doesn't stop here. If they do this, just leave, no explanation needed. This is your sign to stop chasing people who don't chase you. Follow if you're choosing yourself today. Most people don't break because life is hard. They break because they never trained their mind. First, do something uncomfortable every morning, not when you feel like it, but when you don't feel like it. Secondly, stop calling it failure. It's feedback. Every mistake is data teaching you what works. Thirdly, learn to let go. Some things won't change no matter how hard you fight. Peace comes when you stop forcing control. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more insights. Have you ever felt like someone doesn't value you the way they used to? It's painful, right? But what if I told you there is a simple trick that can completely change that dynamic and leave them wondering what happened? Stick with me because this one shift can make all the difference. Welcome to Call Psychology HQ, where we explore the fascinating world of human behavior, relationships, and psychology. In today's video, we're going to talk about what you can do when someone stops valuing you. This trick is not just about getting their attention. It's about reclaiming your power and setting a new standard for how others treat you. When someone doesn't value you anymore, the natural response is often to try harder, maybe by being more available or proving your worth to them. But here's the surprising part. The real solution is the opposite. The most powerful thing you can do is to step back. Yes, you heard right. Step back. Instead of giving more of yourself, you need to give less. By stepping back, you create space. And in that space, the other person starts to notice your absence. It's human nature to take things for granted when they are always available. But once they are gone, it forces people to realize what they've been missing. This doesn't just apply to romantic relationships. It works with friends, family, and even colleagues. But stepping back isn't about playing games. It's about redirecting your energy. Instead of focusing on how they are treating you, focus on yourself. Spend time doing the things that make you happy. Improve yourself and invest in your own growth. When you become the best version of yourself, it naturally attracts people's attention towards you. They start to notice your confidence, your independence, and your strength. And that's when the dynamic begins to shift. It's also important to set boundaries. When someone stops valuing you, it's often because they have crossed an emotional line. This is where you need to show, through your actions, what you will and won't accept. When people see that you respect yourself enough to set boundaries, they will either step up or step away. And trust me, either outcome is a win for you. Once you step back and start focusing on yourself, something amazing happens. The people who didn't value you will either realize their mistake and try to reconnect, or they'll just fade away, leaving space for someone who truly values you. Either way, you are now in control. And so remember, the key to handling someone who doesn't value you. If you're joining this live stream right now, I want to say thank you for being here. This space is for anyone who wants to pause for a moment, relax, and listen to reflections about love, life, and the emotions we sometimes keep hidden inside our hearts. Reflections about love and life. Please feel free to say hello in the chat and tell us where you're listening from. Now let's begin. Sometimes the quietest hours of the night carry the loudest thoughts. If you're listening to this right now, maybe sleep refuses to come. Maybe your mind is full of memories, or maybe there's someone your heart is still trying to understand. The truth is, many people are awake at this hour thinking about the same thing: love, loss, regret, and hope. And then sometimes, a person who once meant everything. There's always that one person, the one who crosses your mind when the world becomes silent. The one whose voice you can still remember. The one who made you smile and made you feel something real. Even if life eventually happened or pulled you in different directions, love has a strange way of leaving echoes in the hearts of people who have met before. Even after people leave, the memories remain: the laughter, the late night conversations, the promises that once felt unbreakable. And sometimes we ask ourselves a difficult question: was it real? Or was it simply a beautiful moment that life allowed us to experience before moving on? But here's something important to remember. Not every love story is meant to last forever. Because some people enter our lives to teach us something. They show us how deeply we can feel. They remind us that our hearts are capable of loving in ways we never imagined. And even if they are no longer part of our present, they were still part of our journey. And so if you're awake right now and tonight thinking about someone, let it all out. Don't be too hard on yourself. It simply means your heart once cared deeply. And caring deeply is never something to be ashamed of. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who continue to love even after experiencing heartbreak. Because love is not weakness, love is courage, and one day, when the time is right, you'll meet someone who understands your heart in ways others could not. Trust me. Someone who stays, someone who chooses you, not just once, but every single day. Until then, be patient with your heart. Every story is still unfolding. And sometimes, the most beautiful chapters come after the hardest nights. If you're listening right now, you're not alone. There are many hearts out there feeling exactly what you feel. And sometimes all we need is a quiet voice reminding us that love in all its forms is still worth believing in. Thank you so much for watching, for staying this long. If this message spoke to your heart, please stay with us, where we share real emotions, real stories, and reflections about love and life. Thank you. Have a good night, depending on where you're watching from.